Welcome to Peak Performance Leadership's Monday Leadership Minute, where I, Chief Leadership Officer Scott McCarthy, get you set up for your week with this quick, dirty, raw, to the point topic that either you, the audience, has asked me or something that's near and dear to my heart. And if you're looking for a bigger show, more in-depth show, don't worry, I have you covered with the big show on Wednesdays. And for anything else around our ecosystem, be sure to check out movingforwardleadership.com for all your leadership needs. And now, let's get your week started to rock with this week's Monday Leadership Minute. Yes, it's so good to have you here for another week, and welcome to this week's Monday Leadership Minute. And today we are talking about stop communicating how you communicate. And you're probably going, huh? Scott, what are you talking about? An amazing episode interview with a gentleman by the name of Leaky Lavji this past week. And one of the things that we discussed was how us as leaders, we actually need to be cognizant of how other people listen. And the fact is that often us as leaders, we just communicate how we communicate. Now, that doesn't work for everyone. You see, we need to turn this on its head. We need to go and communicate, not how we communicate, but rather how our subordinates understand. Because no matter how great of a communicator you are, if you're just communicating in the way that you understand and you communicate, they are not going to get the full picture. So this is why you need to obey the golden rule of public speaking, and that is know your audience. So take the points that you're trying to convey to your people, to your supervisor, to your directs, to whomever you are talking to, and put it into terms they understand. If they're a numbers person, put it in numbers. They're a artistic type who loves stories, well, guess what? Tell them a story to reinforce what it is you're trying to tell them. If they're an analytical type, set up the structured problem for them so that they can actually start thinking about it right there. And some people even basically communicate back to you out loud as they think about what it is that you're trying to convey to them. So put things into their perspective. I don't know how many times I've coached leaders. Scott, they're just not getting it. They're not listening to me. It's not that they're not listening to you, Bob. It's that you, Bob, are not putting into terms which they understand. You see, your people cannot read your mind. They can't do it. I would love for people to be able to read my mind. That would be a little bit scary, I think, but it would be great because, I wouldn't have to communicate with them anymore. But then that would lead to a whole whack of other things, right? Breakdowns and barriers, and it'd just be kind of freaky because no one would be talking. Get my point? So that's never going to happen. But instead, what is going to happen is your increased productivity, decreased time spent in meetings and clarifying and coordinating. Why? Because people get it right away. And that's what we're trying to achieve here at the Peak Performance Leadership Podcast. So this week, leaders, this is what I want you to do. Be deliberate and be intentional with the way you communicate, and stop communicating in the way that you understand, but rather know your audience and put it into their terms. And now you'll see the difference. All right, you ready for this? You're going to rock it. As always, take care. And remember, lead, don't boss. We'll see you at the big show.